Hi, Justin. Good morning. How are you doing this morning, Justin? What, the yellow shirt or the yellow art or the combination? Uh, I liked just the shirt better, but I'm cold, so I have bad circulation in my fingers for some reason. Yes, she says. Hi, Sunkiss. Um, And that is not AI, as far as I'm aware. I literally cropped this from a picture I took of a sticker that I found during the No Kings protest, the first one. But anyway, I was saying I have poor circulation in my hands, um, so my hands get really, really cold. Howdy. Howdy. He's never for real. That's just not something he does. My goodness. Thank you. Like getting my gift gallery stuff. Is that what you're doing? Will always support Trump because he keeps his promises. Sure. I feel like dog shit. I'm just tired. Hi, Lenati. And good morning over on the tubes. Hi, Justin. On the tubes? Sure. SW. Right. That's what's happening. Hmm. You don't see a request box. Oh, I see. Yeah. What do you mean? It's right there. I was like, what happened? What'd I do? I broke it. No. I wouldn't be surprised. I would definitely break things. Oh, you called out of work. I can't. A bitch gotta keep trying to make money. The Wolf King says, I support Trump because he gave me baby back ribs and barbecue sauce. Damn, it was delicious. Good morning, Kelly. I do know, Sunkiss. I need a fucking vacation. Another tolerant Libby. Where's the liberal? I don't see one. Interesting. Yes, we can all go on vacation together. I love that. I'm not a liberal, Big Papa. I am a leftist. Guys, as we're coming in, 143 of you, welcome in on this Thursday. Good morning or good afternoon if you are on the East Coast. I appreciate you being here. Let's keep doing all of those good things. Tap that screen up. We should be working our way to 10,000. Not that we should be there. I've only been live for 4 minutes, but let's try and get there in like 15 minutes. See if we can get to 10K in 15 minutes. I would like to try and hit 100,000 by the time that I'm done today. So that would be great. Um, so tap that screen, share the live, do your daily heart me if you have not done so. I have the little roses up there that kind of helps push us onto the algorithm. I do have my 100 goal that I have every single day. I am trying to hit that so that I can save for a trade-in for my vehicle, my stupid Chevy Trax. I'm so sick of it. So that would be awesome if we could do that because I'm kind of hoping in conjunction with tax money that I will have enough to be able to put down a decent amount of money on a trade-in on a vehicle. So that would be wonderful. If you can't do that, just keep tapping. Just be here and support. That's all that I need from you. And I appreciate you guys being here so much. Let me bring up my backup account and my work wife. God damn.
Hello.
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 I know.
I'm tired of this shit. But it's okay though. I got the cat snuggling in between my legs right now.
Oh. Let's get the
He's
Elmo is tired, and Elmo is annoyed, and Elmo is done, done, done.
I just think Elmo's gonna sue.
Ari, it was a Trax. It's the year. So I know that there's like a certain year that they were made that they're like still pretty decent, but it's like the one that I got was like when their ownership transferred over. Alejandro. And so the we've poured over 2 grand into this car and I'm fucking over it. But yeah, guys. So where's that fucking truth? I have it in a tweet, but cuz fuck that. Let's do. I retweet too much. Okay.
Same. Same. Hardcore, same.
Uh, if the corrupt politicians of Minnesota don't obey the law and stop the professional agitators and insurrectionists from attacking the patriots of ICE, who are only trying to do their job, I will institute the Insurrection Act, which many presidents have done before me, and quickly put an end to the travesty that is taking place in that once great state. Thank you for attention to this matter, President DJT, because he can't speak.
Ah, damn, I gave him an R at the end of that when I read it this morning. Well, fuck me.
Well, that's just your brain autocorrecting English, whereas apparently he doesn't have autocorrect on his things, I guess.
Like, I don't get it. There's so much shit going on. We have other European countries sending military personnel to Greenland because our fucking president wants to invade Greenland, not realizing Denmark owns Greenland. Part of NATO. We attack a NATO country. NATO can enact Article 5.
Yeah, it's just the way that they're so gung-ho for invasion. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? All right, I guess we're gonna get the day started. I do not have the phone lines open yet because I try to get through the box. Okay, nope. So then we will open up the phone lines. That means you guys on the tube. Hi, Dragon's Celt over on the Purple Witch app. I see you. Thank you for being here every single day and supporting. I do appreciate that. But that means you on the tubes can call in if you would like. Again, I have conversations based off of factual evidence and not your feelings and not on just the opinions of what people like Kristi Noem and Donald Trump say. It needs to be backed by evidence. We need Greenland, Sean Patrick says. We need it. It's not ours to own. Sean Patrick, how are you today?
I'm good.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm in Dallas, Texas, and I'm 50.
Cool. And you voted for Trump, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Why do we need Greenland?
It's because the ice is melting up there, and we need to protect our passive way.
What? Passive, wait, what?
Passive way?
Passive, elaborate.
It's the route
Route to where?
to the rest of the world.
What do you mean?
Can we not use it now?
It still has ice, but it's going to be, all that's going to melt off soon. So it's going to be, we need it for military reasons.
Why? What military reasons?
We just need it.
We just
They've been
need
talking
it.
about that for years, for decades.
No.
Yes, they have. But
what other politicians
look it
have?
up.
You tell me. What other politicians have talked about taking Greenland?
I didn't say take it, but they wanted to buy it a number of years ago.
Who else has talked about that?
Congress?
No, name a member. Name a member. Congress, by the way, encompasses both of those. So Congress is not separate from the Senate. Senate is a part of Congress. I said that I have conversations based off of factual evidence. Give me a congressperson, which would be a House of Representative member or a senator who has said we need Greenland.
Hold on, I have to look it up. I've watched a lot of history, so.
Apparently not.
Okay, whatever.
Sure, find me one.
Damn.
Before this term, before 2025.
Big age of 50 and you got attitude like that. That's crazy.
It's because he knows he's full of shit.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my goodness, ladies.
You're
Oh,
so
sweet
shit.
Lord. Just go find it.
You're so full of shit. Your eyes are turning brown. My mom used to say that to me all the time. I'm like, what do you mean my eyes are blue?
listen, mine are already brown, so.
Right.
Up to here. Hi, Davy. I think we found where Maduro was sending his rugs. Is crazy.
Hi, Davy. So, yeah, my mom used to tell me that all the time. I'm like, what you mean, Mom? My eyes are blue. They don't change to brown.
Guys, while we're waiting, make sure we're doing all of those good things. I do appreciate you being here.
I
Need some
think he's
sleep.
angry typing.
He's desperately. I do actually have a video from Ted Cruz.
And I know he also talked about it during his first term, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, but
correct?
somebody outside of him.
Right.
He said decades they've been talking about acquiring Greenland in some form, so I would like to see that.
I was born with brown eyes. What does that mean, Mom Liz? You're always full of shit.
Well, oh, that's not the one I want. I need to be on my profile so I can find what I was looking for. Once I scroll through.
Is that Torto? What do you mean, Dan? Do I sound like him? Or the one who's above me?
Oh, this person? I don't think so.
No.
He usually
he's not
uses like
Torto.
AI Photoshop pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just search it, aren't I? Okay.
I like the sound of the scroll wheel on the mouse.
Did you hear it? It's all
Yeah, I like it. It makes my brain go burr. We first tried to acquire Greenland in 1867. Okay, but that's not within
Okay,
modern day
like,
history.
He said decades, not centuries, but like, sure.
Trump is a better man than I'll ever be. Well, that's a problem, AA Ron. That means you just. Oh my God, that is a young ass Ted Cruz.
That is a 2016 Ted Cruz.
What the fuck?
Here's mention
Ted
of
Di-
Greenland. Do you want mention of Greenland? It's not about buying it.
We need someone with judgment and the temperament to keep this country safe. I don't know anyone who would be comfortable with someone who behaves this way having his finger on the button.
He's talking about Donald Trump, by the way, just to be clear.
I mean, we're liable to wake up one morning and Donald, if he were president, would have nuked Denmark. That's not the temperament of a leader to keep this country safe. We need a president who will have the back of our fighting men and women, who will have their back and will be clear-eyed and focused on our enemies, on radical Islamic terrorists.
The fucking camera quality is fucking awful. Anyway.
That's only a decade ago, and people. What the fuck? So you're telling me that Rafael Cruz, was worried about that, and then now here he is covering his lips in fucking Cheeto dust and
I don't
bubble.
know. What has Ted Cruz said about Greenland?
I don't pay attention to him.
Well, yeah.
I tend to not focus on Texas because then I just get disappointed. Sean, you're looking really hard there, bud.
You would think you would have found it by now.
I thought you would know it by now. Every time they do stuff like that, like I hope that they can hear us. They know we're having full-on conversations while they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, he's gonna time out.
Yeah, I just want you to know TikTok will kick you. Just trying to see this is like an updated thing if he'd said anything. Who was this? No, that's Trump.
I'm also disappointed in Texas, and I live here. I feel bad for my friends who live in Texas. I would do anything to get all my friends out of Texas, and we can go make one part of Tennessee blue.
All my exes live
in Texas.
All right. Well, while we wait for Sean to time out or concede. Testimony, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
40 Idaho.
All right, why are you still supporting Trump?
Well,
goes.
largely I support the policies that he's advancing.
Like what? Name one, we can talk about it.
Yeah, so halting illegal immigration.
How did he do that?
Well, if you look at the amount of border crossings that
Where do
have
we track
occurred
crossings?
at the border.
No, where do we track the data for crossings?
What do you mean, like Border Patrol?
Sure.
Homeland
Sure.
Security?
Oh, sure. Do they track crossings?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different sources that you can look
Oh,
at, but
show me one.
again,
Show me one.
Here, hang on,
No, show
before
me
we
where we
even-
track crossings.
No, before, like I'm simply articulating why I support him.
Yes, but you have to back that up with evidence. So if you're claiming that he has
No, I
halted,
don't.
if you're
No, I do
claiming
not.
that you don't, you get to just say your opinion and that's it.
I get to state my
I'm very clear about my conversations. If you want to spout your bullshit opinion based off of nothing, fuck off. Go to Reddit. Write a Tumblr. I don't fucking care. If you're going to say that Donald Trump halted illegal immigration at the border and border crossings are down, you're going to damn well show me where they track crossings. Okay. Anyway, guys, let's keep it going this morning. Keep booping that screen. We should be well on our way to that 10,000 likes by now. Oh, they're back. Maybe they found it. So where do we track crossings?
You're missing my point.
No. Your point is he halted illegal immigration and crossings are down. Show me where we track crossings to prove that crossings
Again,
are
that's
down.
not my point.
Then I
that-
don't care.
that's
You
not-
have none.
Then your point is I have an opinion based off of nothing.
By the way, we don't track crossings. I hope you know that.
Sugar and spice. I am fucking rude, especially for the fact that you used the wrong use of your. Y-O-U apostrophe R-E is you-are. Y-O-U-R means your as in a possessive. Yes, I'm fucking rude. I don't like idiots. No, you're not coming back up. I'm going to open the phone lines, though. They're going to be real fun today. Factually based evidence. Your point has to, if you have a line of logic to your main point, that line of logic also has to be true.
Also, people here, you see that no number right above my little box? That is a number you too can also call as well.
Hi, babe. What you want?
Oh, you didn't hang up on me.
Well, I thought you had something to say.
No, I was just testing you.
Oh.
Hang up.
That was my husband, or my husband.
Men, Chicky
Men.
says in all caps.
Men. Why are they like this?
Lenati, she's got to marry me first, and then maybe.
And then maybe.
Not maybe. Yes. We'll make it work.
Do, 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 do.
We'll just have a whole harem and cuddle puddles.
Not cuddle puddles.
Wait, Trump is terrible, but he's unaliving feminism, and to be honest, that's worth it.
He's
What are you
not.
talking about? That's great.
Also not
Are you?
happening.
My God, you suck. You're not a real person. There ain't no fucking way you're real.
Anyway, I was gonna show. That's me and him.
I love that photo.
That's me and the husband. That's when we went. We won free tickets to go see Earth, Wind, and Fire. So we went to the Pepsi Center, which is now Ball Arena, whatever. It's still the Pepsi Center, and we went and saw Earth, Wind, and Fire. It was fucking great. It was a fun show. Sure, Kayla. Redact my face. Babe, shut up. Oh, thanks,
stop.
Jen. What?
So this guy is gonna get muted because you're using a photo of a black woman and you're a sad, pathetic white man on the internet.
Oh, I'm shocked.
We don't do blackfacing here. Oh my god. I'm fully convinced half these people don't actually fucking exist.
No, they don't. And that's what I keep having to remind ourselves when we get tired, when we get fed up, that yes, they voted this way. This is true. They don't say this shit in their real life. They know they don't. So they are they're not even trolls. I wouldn't even call them trolls. I agree with Hector talked about this last week. They're not trolls. This is who they are, but they hide who they are because they're terrified little cucky bitches. Like, they don't actually care about anything or anyone.
George says the liberals have been protesting for a whole year and Donald Trump is still in office. It's not work.
And of course, you're from Colorado. You don't even know my opinion on Colorado. You don't know that as a leftist, I actually fucking hate Jared Polis, and I am so fucking glad that he is done this year. Because
George,
socially, he's great. Fiscally, he's a goddamn Republican moderate. Ooh, who's this?
George says you gotta pay me to go up. I got too much followers.
Oh, sure,
George,
bitch.
you have fucking 1,400 followers. Sit your ass fucking down.
Hello?
Hi, how are
Hello?
you today?
Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know about this Nicole Good case. There's an attorney general for
That's
the state
not
of
her
Minnesota.
name. What's her name?
Was it Nicole Good or?
What's her whole
No.
name?
I'm not sure her whole name.
Did you
but,
vote for Trump?
Oh, no, I'm not a Trumper. I'm trying.
Okay.
Babe, can you move your number over a little bit so people can see the last digit?
Yeah, hold on. Where's my stupid thing? Oh, there it is. It's called me. I should have known that's where it is. Beep.
There we go.
That better?
Yeah, that's better.
No.
I have more followers from posting gardening and animal videos.
I understand if you're doing some sort of disclaimer, but you don't just get to like men. It doesn't matter. And see that doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. You just come up and take over a person's platform without permission and or consent.
You know, the AG of Minnesota personnel are not on the case. The FBI is not working with the state with Minnesota agents.
And they don't understand consent. I swear to God, babe, if you do what I think you're gonna do. Oh no, okay, you dropped. Justin, didn't I give you power over there to be able to mute them?
He should.
I think he does. No, I didn't. Damn.
Am I in Vietnam or no?
No.
All right. So Minnesota can take the case. So I was listening to a former federal prosecutor saying that.
Yeah.
So they just have to sue the federal government and claim that they're not going to faithfully pursue charges. And with everything he said already and the way her cases have gone so far, her term, a judge is going to throw it out. And then Minnesota can charge her as a state crime. And state crimes are pardon proof.
Charge who?
They can charge the ICE officer because
Oh, that's Jonathan
it's their
Ross.
jurisdiction
That's a man.
technically.
Yeah. Well, right.
Well,
So Adi points out a good point. The problem is they can petition. So Barrister went over this the other night and man does too. They can petition to file it as to move it to federal court, where it can then get buried, which I think is why they're trying to kind of get as much information as they can now for when they're no longer in power.
Well, and when they're coming out and Stephen Miller saying that they have
Absolute immunity.
absolute
what the fuck,
immunity
yeah.
and they come out 5 minutes after it happened and called her a domestic terrorist and
Right. It's just going to be
Like-
the issue is going to be holding on to it so that they don't move it to federal
yeah,
court.
no judge in the world is going to let them try that case. So,
Right.
all right, I'll leave you alone.
Fine.
Goodbye.
Men being men. Dude, go away. If we got something wrong, write it in the chat or join my Discord where you can put it in there. I don't need you to come up. I don't know you. God. Anyway.
It's better than the alternatives surrendering your manhood.
What does that
What
mean?
the fuck?
What does that even
Brian.
mean? What does that even mean? You guys, the phone lines are back open too, just so you know.
Chicky pubic hair.
Right.
There we go.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who did you vote for?
Kamala.
Sorry, what was that?
Kamala?
You voted for Kamala?
Yeah.
Learn to say her name.
Hey, Kayla, I would love for you to come up and have a conversation. Okay, so what you can do is grow, your ovaries a little stronger and come up and have a conversation.
Trump unlived. He unlived woke. No, he didn't. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who did you vote for?
Nigger, nigger, nigger.
Shocker. Where was that? We're just the Gestapo now, by the way. Just full on admitting to it. Here, let me bring it up.
Yes. Madam Secretary, perhaps to follow up, why are we seeing Americans being asked on the street to provide proof of citizenship in Minnesota? Is that targeted enforcement? And are you advising Americans to carry proof of citizenship?
In every situation, we're doing targeted enforcement. If we are on a target and doing an operation, there may be individuals surrounding that criminal that we may be asking who they are and why they're there and having them validate their identity. That's what we've always done, in asking people who they are so that we know who's in those surroundings. And if they are breaking our federal laws, we will detain them as well until we run that processing.
Papers, please. Papers, please. Make sure you're wearing your star on your arm, so they can identify you. Also, if it's always targeted in enforcement, why the fuck are they patrolling streets door to door?
Mm-hmm.
That's not targeted.
I feel like they did that earlier today. I saw something on Twitter.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who did you vote for?
Donald Trump.
Age and state?
Say that again?
Your age and what state you voted in.
I'm over 30 in Arizona.
All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Multiple reasons.
Let's name one.
Should I go over a few or just give you one in particular?
Let's do one and start with it, because when we do a list, it's hard to combat you saying he did these things when he didn't. So we'll start with
That's
one.
Fair. His immigration laws. What he's doing with immigration.
What is he doing with immigration that's going to be long-lasting reform?
He's actively trying to target individuals that we can't identify.
That's going to be long-lasting reform?
Well, I mean, eventually we might have better systems, but to start with, when you make a mess, you got to clean it up.
Well, why isn't he passing anything through legislation? He holds both the House of Representatives and the Senate.
I mean, what do you consider ICE? Is that not legislation?
No, ICE is not legislation.
Well, it's definitely a group that is cleaning up the mess. And long
Sure.
term,
Again, yes,
ICE
long
is
term
not
is what I'm
working.
asking you.
Yeah, so once we clean up the mess, we identified everybody that's coming in our country and organized the good from the bad. I think long term,
We're segregating, guys. Do you know all of your neighbors?
that's not segregation.
Do you know all of your neighbors?
I know that the ones that are good aren't in jail, and the ones that are bad are in jail or actively being hunted down through warrants.
Have you ever watched a serial killer documentary by chance?
Of course.
Oh, what did their neighbors always say about them?
That they didn't know who they were.
No, so like the BTK killer specifically, what did their neighbors say about him?
I didn't see a BTK documentary.
That's interesting. There's like fucking multiple of them out here because this was decades ago. He was a loving father. He was the leader in their church. And yet he was tying up, raping, and suffocating women.
Well, so to your point, if we've got a killer from Mexico that came in to our country and started killing people, you would want to know who they are.
Right. And they get to have them be caught, have them go through their due process. Most of the time they spend time like Laken Riley's killer. He got caught. He was convicted. He spends time in prison here before they then go through deportation proceedings. Sure. I have no problem with that.
Well,
Catch
that's
those
true.
motherfuckers. I don't know. But my difference, what I'm saying is that I don't care about their immigration status in regard to crime because I know that U.S. citizens commit more crime per capita than immigrants do. So why not just across the board go after bad people? Sure, but that's not what this administration is doing with ICE.
I mean, that's statistically illogical because different populations in different areas are going to have different statistics.
No.
But you're saying
what's per
saying
capita?
Immigrations across the board cause less crime. How do we know that if we don't even know how many people are coming in the country? So that statistic gets thrown out the door.
We have. You think DHS doesn't have an estimation of the amount of people in this country?
Even if they have an estimation, it's still inaccurate, correct? Because it's
Not necessarily.
No, factually.
No.
Okay. So estimations are now facts.
No, I didn't say that. I just said that they might not be inaccurate. I did not agree with your determination of inaccurate. I just said it's an estimation. I didn't say it was a fact.
Well, it's a fact, and an estimation is not a fact.
So do you agree with people doing it the right way, quote unquote?
Absolutely.
Oh, then why?
Because that's what the country was founded on.
So why is the Trump administration going into courthouses and taking people?
Well, I think the Trump administration is trying to stop the drug pumping into our country.
No, that's not what I asked you. I don't know what the fuck that has to do with anything. Why are they going into courthouses and taking people who are going to their court hearings and doing it the right way?
Well, they didn't pass. They didn't.
Oh, how do you know that?
And because there's an appeals process, because they could appeal the fact that they have to get sent back.
Correct. That's the law.
And they get appealed again. So they get 3 chances.
Uh-huh.
If they don't pass, sorry, you got to go.
So prove to me that the people that they are picking up at courthouses were people who were denied their 3rd appeal. Show me that.
It's due process. So a jury amongst their peers or judges that were appointed.
Oh, sweetheart, you don't know how immigration court works, do you? Is immigration judges, are they under the judicial system?
No.
Did you say yes?
No, I said no.
Okay, what branch are they under?
They're a special court appointed because the only way we could do it.
They're special.
We couldn't process.
No, immigration court is under a branch of our government. What branch of government is immigration court under?
What does it matter? I can't
what title? What title is our immigration law under?
Title 2, I believe.
I'm sick of talking to fucking people who don't know the law on immigration. I'm not even going to fucking argue with you about immigration. I'm not even going to argue with you about immigration if you don't know goddamn dog shit about it. Nothing. You've read nothing. You made that up. You know how I know you made that up? I'm not picking up unknown calls anymore. You know how I know you made that up? Because, hold on, you can call back in a second. There were people who passed everything. The only thing they had left to do was raise their right hand and submit the oath, and they would have been U.S. citizens, meaning they passed every fucking thing. But because Donald Trump is a goddamn racist and decided these certain countries are no longer going to be eligible, those people who were standing in line were told to go home. They were not. They were not. They didn't get sent home as in like, here's a deportation order. They finished doing all the right things. You don't know anything. So stop talking about it. Cool. Give the names of the people is crazy. Unknown. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who did you vote for?
I didn't vote for anybody, miss, but I do have some points. First off,
No, wait. Are you going to vote in your midterms? No. If you're going to, no. Absolutely not.
I don't get it why they're so aggressive like that. Like, shut the fuck up.
It's fine. If you didn't vote, I'm just going to ask you if you're going to vote in your midterms. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who'd you vote for?
Donald Trump.
Age and state?
37, Iowa.
All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Because I like his immigration laws also.
What laws has he
I like the
passed?
fact-
What laws has he passed
What
for
laws
immigration?
Not saying he passed laws, but it's more
Oh.
of the fact that he's actually following the laws. Because the
What
previous
law? What
administration
title
just
is the?
ignored the laws.
Cool. What title is our immigration law
hear me out.
under?
Hear me out.
What title is
Okay,
our
so you-
immigration law under?
I don't know.
I don't wanna be.
Sam, her husband's taken. I don't know why you want to talk to her husband.
Okay, I gotta read you this text. I have to. I know we ignore the text for the most part. This one's funny. Immigration law and constitutional law are not the same thing, you stupid fucking see you next Tuesday.
That's crazy.
Immigration law and constitutional law are not the same fucking thing.
See, you get those. I just get unalivement threats and grape threats.
Oh, I get those too. I just delete them.
It's just like, oh.
They're not the same thing. How do we make laws in this country? Do we do it by following the Constitution? Okay, cool. That's
These
good
people
talk.
vote.
They are not. Somebody said they're not. They're not. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for? Can you get a little closer to your microphone? It's hard to hear you.
Is better?
Yeah, it's a little better. You said you're in Texas. How old are you? What state did you vote in?
What? Sorry. I'm in Texas. I'm in my 30s.
Okay, and you voted for Trump?
Yeah.
All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Because he got the suppressor and short barrel rifle tax down to $0.
That's the
And I
only
think
reason you're still supporting him?
somebody out of reporting it right.
That's the only reason you're still supporting him?
Absolutely, because I can't.
Get nuance, care about more than that. That's fucking weird. That's weird, bro. Yeah, you sold your rights away for that. Fucking weird, bro. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who'd you vote for?
Steve, 40 years old, voted for Trump.
What state?
Texas.
All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
I'd like to touch on the last point with the last caller, the court system.
What about it?
How it works, as far as I know, is once somebody commits a crime, they go in front of the judge. They can't post bail. They can't speak English. And then after the judge sentences them, or they're on hold until their court date, because they can't bail out, they're in jail and they're identified as illegal. And
No.
then it starts. Yes, ma'am.
They're detained. Sometimes they're given ankle monitors pending their court hearing. It just depends on the immigration judge.
Sure, it depends on the judge, but that's basically
That's not what we
my
were
add-on to
arguing.
that. Oh, what was the argument? I'm sorry. I
The
must have
argument was
just
he
caught it.
didn't know which branch of government our immigration court is under, for one. He thought there were juries, which there's not.
Oh, I must have missed that trying to call in.
Yeah, and somebody else told me that immigration law and constitutional law are not in tandem, that they're two completely different things.
So I have declined a little bit in my support for Trump, but he keeps doing other things as well. Like
what?
He just did the $1,776 Christmas bonus to all the service members. I thought that was good.
So you know that money, did you know that that money was already allocated to them in their housing budget? And when it was listed in there under a housing budget, they would not have to pay any tax on it. But now that he changed it to give it to them as a bonus, they have to pay tax on it.
Well, also, I did see that. I'm not sure. I didn't verify that, but I'll take your word on that.
Sure.
And the other thing was he did do the biggest increase for the wounded veterans in the Veterans Affairs hospitals when in his first term. And he continues.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care much about his first term, more so now. I think that there were beneficial things that were done, not because of him under his first term, but more so his second term is my issue.
What exactly about it do you have the most issue with?
I don't think any of his policies are beneficial to the American people. I think he is benefiting, increasing his power, his own wealth, and the wealth of his friends.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. That's out of my scope. I just thought I'd touch on that.
Sure.
I'm enjoying the stream, and have a great day.
You too. I appreciate you. No, yeah, Chicky. He was talking about something in his first term in regards to Veterans Affairs, which he did. There were things that he passed, not that he knew about. Again, I'm a firm believer that he signs shit that he has no fucking clue what he's signing. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
46. I live in North Carolina, and I voted for Trump as a black man.
Okay. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Because he is doing what he campaigned on,
Like
and
what?
I support that. He sealed the border, which is
He
what I
sealed
voted
it.
for.
What did he use to seal the border?
Customs, Border Patrol, and Protection.
He sealed it, as in nobody else is coming through. Oh, I heard it, Hector. No one
No, I
is
didn't
coming
say
through.
no one is coming in at the rate that they were.
Oh, that's not sealed
previously.
then, so it's still open. Cool.
Well, the border is pretty much closed. It's closed to
Pretty
the level it was prior to 2020.
And
He
your
also-
your statement of that is based on what?
It's based on the fact that deportations are the people coming across the border. Those numbers are down.
People
across
coming.
The
So
board.
crossings are down?
I'm sorry. Yeah, crossings are down.
Where do we track crossings?
Government tracks crossing. I also support
They
the
don't.
president because
No, they don't. I know you want to pivot from this because
he's-
you don't know enough about it. Where do we track crossings? Because the government does not
No,
track
I
crossings.
don't. I'm not pivoting from that.
Okay,
You
so then
asked why
find
do I
me
still
where the
support
government tracks
president,
crossings. Find me.
So he's putting America first by
Find me where the government
shoring up
tracks
the
men. Anyways, guys, I'll open the phone lines back up in just a minute. Don't you love how men just fucking railroad through shit? Like, I know you don't know, sweetheart. I know you were told that crossings are down, and so you believe it because Daddy Twump said it, and Christy Nome is hot. So I believe her when she talks with her buccal cheeks. But the CBP nor the DHS, neither of them, track crossings. You're speaking on encounters, which you don't know encompasses 3 separate things, which we could talk about, but you're not going to fucking pivot to America first when we're talking about one subject. Guys, we're sitting here. I've been here on for about 45 minutes now. I appreciate you guys. Let's try to get those likes up to 45,000 likes, and my goal has not been touched at all. Can we support the content creators that we support? I would appreciate it so much. I have to talk to these people, and I'm willing to talk to these people so that you don't have to. Have a good nap, love. So, I talk to these people so you don't have to. So let's make sure that the links in my bio that we are helping to support. Even if we have 260 people in here, we could do a dollar train and be well above that. Thank you, UK. I know not, but a lot of them. All right. Phone lines are back up. This is the same person. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you ready to talk about crossings?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What was that?
Did I just speak to you or no?
Yes, I'd like to speak to you.
Oh my God. Age, state, and who did you vote for?
30, Washington, and I voted for Kamala.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate you. I am looking to speak to Trump supporters, though. But I do appreciate you. Okay, hang up on yourself. I'm not answering unknown numbers. So sorry. You gotta put your big boy pants on with that one. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who did you vote for?
I'm from Canada. I just wanted to see if this actually worked if I phoned it.
Yep, it did work. Get some poutine for me, please. 'Cause I love it. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who'd you vote for?
I voted for Trump, Florida. 30.
How old? Okay. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Well, I believe he loves America in his own particular way.
Cool. What policies of his are you supporting?
I guess kind of his stance on immigration. I think he could go a little bit harder on that myself.
What title is our immigration law under?
Huh?
What title is our immigration law under?
I don't really know the particular title. All I know is his policies, and I like his policy.
What's his policy?
His policy is less immigration and no illegal immigrants.
But you don't know what makes them illegal because you've never looked at the law.
What makes them illegal is they didn't get a visa, they didn't get a green card, they crossed illegally.
Wrong.
Or they overstayed their visa.
Wrong. That's wrong.
Also lying about.
That's wrong. Look up asylum law. Wrong. What if they got a MasterCard, Peabody? Wrong. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
44, Connecticut, Trump.
Okay, why are you still supporting Trump?
I don't see why I should not support Trump.
What policy of his do you support?
All of them.
Name one. We can talk about it.
The border, the immigration.
What title is our immigration law under?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, I'm glad you say you don't know. So how can you have an opinion on it?
Do you know?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell everybody?
No, because then you all will call in, and when I ask that question, you're going to say it because I told you, not because you actually researched. So how can you have an opinion on something that you've never researched? Are you agreeing that you have an uneducated opinion?
Possibly.
Okay. So what about getting rid of immigrants is beneficial to the American people?
Our taxes are going to them. And all
Oh,
these
our
services,
federal taxes are going to them?
Are they not?
No.
Then where's the money coming from that's going to all these illegal immigrants?
What federal taxes are going to immigrants?
You apparently you have the answers. You asked what
I just
policies
gave you
I
the answer.
support.
The
I
answer
told
is
you.
that federal taxes are not going to illegal immigrants. So if you say they are, show me where it is. Maybe I'm missing something and haven't seen it.
Show me where they're not.
Oh,
Show me you.
I can't
you
prove
are
a
too
negative
condescending
claim.
to
No,
Trump
I
supporters.
can't
You
prove a
can't-
negative
you can't
claim. You would have
your
to prove a
side-
positive
you can't
claim.
prove your side of the argument either.
No, any claim that is given without evidence can be dismissed without evidence. You cannot prove a negative claim. Yeah, exactly. My friend Ryan makes a good. Show me that I don't own a purple unicorn. You would have to show me that you do own a purple unicorn because that's just silly. So show me where they are receiving federal funds.
So every news source that I see that says illegal immigrants are getting federal funds is fake.
What news sources do you watch?
Go on Google. And they
Google
just
is
come
not a
up.
news source.
It's not about what I'm choosing to watch. It's
It
articles that are
is.
propagated.
It is about what news
So
source.
it's
That's why
fake.
I'm asking. Google is not a news source. Google is a search engine. No, I didn't say it was fake. I'm asking what news sources you are watching and what they are citing from. Because do you know the difference between a primary, a secondary, and a tertiary source?
No.
Okay, and that's fair. So
How about
primary source would be
news on CNN says this.
Who?
News, CNN, MSNBC.
Show me a
The New York
CNN. Show
Times,
me
the
a
Washington Post.
Cite me a CNN article that says federal funds are going to illegal immigrants.
And once I find it, how am I going to get it to you?
You just tell me the title and then I can search it up.
Okay.
Guys, while we wait for that, can I get a big W to Jillian? Jillian said, I am starting the $10 train so Monty can keep whooping MAGA's ass. No, we'll use ass, Jillian. There's no need to substitute a word there. So W Jillian for the 10. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for getting my gold touch today. I'd appreciate it. You guys, while we wait for that, we still have not hit 45,000 likes. I think we should be well on our way to that with 294 people in here. I would appreciate if you guys would work them fingers and get that those likes up. I appreciate it. Yes, Dan. Thank you, Hannah. I appreciate your support. Oh, and I didn't even realize from my lovely work wife Olive that I got a dollar train. Thank you, Olive, for my dollar train. I appreciate you. Hi, Hector.
Hello, Monica. I just wanted to tell you that I voted for Madam Vice President Kamala Harris as a black man.
Well, thank you. Because apparently that matters. That particular add-on. It's very important. Lincoln in the Tubes chat says, I am a cat lady. I do have 2 cats. I also have 2 kids. I also have 1 husband. And a partridge in a pear tree. Did you find anything yet?
No. It's like when you go to the doctor and you start feeling good and you can't find what you're looking for.
No, that's not how sources work, though. I agree with you. That's how doctors work. Your tooth hurts up until it's time for your dentist appointment. I agree with that. But it's because illegal immigrants do not get federal tax money.
Then if that's the case, then somehow we need to find a middle ground to all come together, because we're all being lied to. Half the country, everybody you hate, all these Trumpers that clearly you don't like because the way you talk to them on this the thing here.
I don't like ignorance. Like,
Um,
you're being civil, so I don't have an issue. Most of the time they come up and they're condescending to me or misogynistic or whatever isms you want to add to it. I agree. I think that Trump supporters are being lied to. I think Democrats, I'm not a Democrat. I think Democrats are being lied to about certain things, but I don't do both sides because I think it's a lazy argument when I know that the harm is mostly coming from the right towards the American people. But yeah, they are being lied to.
where's the harm coming from the right?
How they're treating human beings, how they're treating Americans, how Donald Trump calls me a radical left lunatic domestic terrorist simply because I disagree with him.
Did you vote for Biden?
Yes.
So Biden called everybody who didn't want to take a vaccine, like whatever he said to call the murderers, or it's going to be the summer of death, and they're going to kill grandma. And
Where did he say that?
that was complete. There's plenty of times on TV, like on news.
Let me look. Let me say.
There's going to be the winter of death. What do you don't
Winter,
remember any
is that
of
a
this
quote?
rhetoric?
Is that a quote from him by chance? And by the way,
That's
I'm not going to
pretty close,
defend
yeah.
Biden. I'm not going to defend Biden. He
Okay.
warned,
Well, you know.
he warned of a winter of severe illness and death for the unvaccinated. He didn't say like he wanted it to happen. He was warning about it because the unvaccinated will hurt people, especially the Omicron variant specifically was the time period he was talking about it with. But I won't defend Biden. I'm a leftist. So what I vote for is going to be harm reduction and progressive policy, not for Democrats. I don't hold politicians to some cult-like standard where I love them and have their posters on my wall or t-shirts with their names on it. It's not something that I do.
Yeah, most Trump supporters don't do that. So for you to say that about every Trump supporter is
My
pretty ignorant.
chat is filled every single day with people calling me a leftist lunatic, people saying that, see, she sounds vaccinated, people saying Trump 2028, which violates the Constitution. I get that every single day.
So that means there was no fraud in the 2020 election, and Biden really did win it. 100% hands
Yes,
down.
he
zero
won it
fraud.
100%. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, no, I'm just asking. seeing
Do
your
you
opinion.
think there
Yeah, I
was?
guess- Huh?
Do you think there was?
Fraud?
Yeah. To a
Absolutely. In my
significant
state of
amount that would have
Connecticut, there was fraud.
to a significant amount that would have overturned results.
When they stopped the counting,
Forgot I'm on my litmus tests. Yay! Look at my thank you, Peabody. Guys, I am multi-streaming. Thank you, Peabody, for pointing that out. I am on the Purple Witch app and the Tubes app. I meant to say it earlier. Reader, I saw you over there. Hi, Reader. I haven't seen you in so long. I saw you over there. But over on the Tubes chat, too. So if you guys are not either following or subscribing, whichever the free one is over there, that would be wonderful if you could do so. I needed to go in here real quick. W. Justin... for the 3 on the green app for is it just cause or just cause? Like either one. Thank you, W. Justin. Also, W. Connor for the 10 on the green app for fuck MAGA, have a good day, first time seeing you. W. Connor. Fuck MAGA is right. We're just gonna keep doing that. And what did I? Let me update this too. W. Lindsay for the 5 on the blue app. Love that people come on your live, tell you they voted for Trump, and then ask you what his policies are. Thank you for your hard work. It's because they don't know Lindsay. So W. Lindsay, W. Connor, W. Justin, I appreciate you so much. Now I have to do math. I can do math, guys. Math was not my subject. English was. I'm not even going to lie about that. All right. Guys, keep doing all the good things. I appreciate you being here. It is 11 Mountain Time, which means I've got 1 more hour to do this. I will open up the phone lines back up. Since we have an hour, let's try to use that hour to tap, and try and get to 100,000 likes before I end. That is kind of my little goal that I would like to do, is get to 100,000 likes before we end. Thank you. Who said that? Gunner, I don't debate people on the election because that's just fucking silly. 60 court cases that went nowhere. No evidence of anything. And TikTok doesn't like it also. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
God will not be mocked. Stop doing what you're doing.
Yeah, not gonna stop. Can't stop, won't stop. But sure. Sure. Let's do this one. Frank, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well today. Did you vote for Trump?
I did. I did vote for Trump.
Can I get your age and what state you voted in?
I am 58, and I am in the great state of New York.
All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
I think a lot of it on my end comes from this, what the Democrats are doing at a state level. I don't like.
Sure, but that would be
I don't
why.
think a lot of it happens.
Sure, but those would be things you're against, not things that you're for. So what are you supporting?
Well, I guess to answer that question, it's a good way to word it. Good. I like you. You're smart. I like it. You keep me on my toes.
I try.
No, I'm more of a fiscal. I'm moderate on a lot of the social issues, and I'm fiscally more conservative. I would say I'm an ultra conservative with fiscally, but I think we have to balance our budget. And and although Trump hasn't, the first one, and the Republicans have not, I do believe in the next 2 years before he's gone, he's going to try to balance the budget. That would be my belief.
So I think you would probably be more of a Rand Paul, Thomas Massey fan than you would be a Trump fan, to be honest.
Correct. If they were running, yes, 100%.
Right. No, I just mean within Congress, they are the only GOP congressmen right now who are actively going for stopgapping on spending, whereas the Trump administration is not. So what do you think he's going to do in his next 2 years to actually stop spending? Because he's spending more.
I think he's going to start cutting things.
Like what?
I think he's going to start cutting things. Yeah, but he's waiting until after the midterms.
Like
I think
what?
a lot of the social programs. I think they're going to go after the waste and the fraud on a lot of the social programs.
Why is he waiting?
You can see it already. What's happening in Minnesota because of the midterms.
Oh, so he is actively lying to the people about cutting their social programs just so he can try and win midterms, and then he'll just pull the rug out from under them?
I don't know if it's lying. I don't even know if this is an assumption on my end. But I think you have to look at it. Listen, if you're on a personal level, if you have $1,000 and you have $1,500 in bills, you have to figure out what you're going to cut, right? So the government's got to do the same thing. So I don't think it's so much to hurt people. I think just at a certain point.
But it will. Removing social programs will hurt people while he uses that money to spend on other things.
There is, but there's a lot of waste. And I think the key...
In what social program specifically?
I'll word it this way, because obviously I don't have exact points, but I'll word it this way. The government doesn't do anything well.
That's not true.
We can all agree to that.
No, we cannot all agree to that. You guys always do this. We can all agree to that. No, we can't. So within the SNAP program, there's only 5% fraud within the SNAP program. Do you know what a majority of that? And why it's not even fraud. It would be waste, I guess. It's not fraud. There's only 5%. Do you know what the majority? Sure. Do you know what the majority of that is from? Do you know what the majority of that is from?
Yeah, tell me. No, I don't.
Okay, sorry. Your truck cut in, so it was hard for me to hear if you answered. It's from exactly, Crow. It is called it's not even called waste. It's called administrative error because the 5% that is within the SNAP program comes from improper payments from the government itself. But don't know if you know this. They find it and they make you pay it back if you spent it.
But the key to that is if.
No, they
I'll
find
give you
it.
an
They will
example of
find
how
it.
I think.
I promise you, they will find it.
This is a true example I have, and this is at the state level, but this is just an example. Okay.
Well, it's
I
administered
had a
at the
tenant.
state level, so
Okay.
sure.
But 3-second story. But this is why you'll see my aggravation. I guess is the best way to word it. I had a tenant that she was getting food stamps, she was getting fare. It was cheaper for her to stay home and not work than to work. She made more money staying home than if she had a minimum wage job. So
Made money off of what?
That's
What
gotta
money
be
was
fixed.
she making?
She was getting social services from this. She was getting Albany housing. I live in New York.
Cool.
Right.
So
she was-
they
her
were
housing
paying
was
you.
paid for 'cause I got paid. They were paying me to rent directly.
Correct.
Okay. She was receiving food stamps.
Cool, which is a
And she
card
was
that you
receiving,
can't spend on anything else. Cool.
Yeah, but if you see the abuse on that alone, I see it every day.
No, you don't. I just
it's
described the
outrageous.
abuse to you, which is 5% from improper payments, whether too much or too little.
I'm in bodegas every day, and people use
That
their
is
EBT.
your
and they're not buying the
anecdotal
food that they're
evidence doesn't
correctly
mean
supposed to be
shit to me. You couldn't be lying. I am a SNAP recipient, and I can't use it on anything
Correct.
else but food. So what money is she making?
Correct. Well, what is the rule? What is the rule on SNAP? Give me the rule on SNAP.
What
it has
rule?
to be cold. When you use your EBT card,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You can buy juice,
Correct.
right?
Mhm.
Juices.
Yeah.
You can buy food, but it can't be hot.
Yeah, I think
correct?
that's
It has to
stupid.
be
If I want to
cold
go
food.
pick up a rotisserie chicken for my children, I think I should be able to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So they go in the bodega, they buy a hot pocket, they throw it in the microwave.
Okay.
I mean, that's the stuff that's going on. They go in.
They bought themselves a meal. You have a problem with them eating a hot pocket?
I don't have so much problem giving the food. And here, I'm a firm believer. I think we waste a lot of money. There shouldn't be one hungry person in the United States, to your point.
Right.
I think the money we waste should be directed in better directions. But
Instead
with
of giving
that
tax
said,
breaks to the rich. You realize that's
yeah,
why they're
I-
cutting the programs, right? So that they can pay for tax breaks for the rich.
Well, that's an assumption on your part too.
No,
The
that's
tax
just the
breaks,
facts. But you
if
can talk
take
to my lovely
the
friend.
money-
You can talk to my lovely friend
It
Crow,
wasn't
who
even
actually
the
does
phone.
this for work.
I thought this was a phone call, so I didn't even bother.
Oh no, this is TikTok.
You know, I looked
And
at
that
it and
would
was like,
level
oh,
the
this is
playing
an
field
actual,
for everybody.
actual guest. Got it. Yeah, the reason Monica's saying talk to me is it's my job. I'm literally sitting at my desk right now. I administer all those benefits. What are your questions?
So he administers at the street level. I'm telling you, I'm in these stores every
Administering
day,
is the
and I
street
watch
level
the
now?
food.
He
What?
meant state, I think, unless
No,
he's
I didn't
talking
say
about
that.
himself.
But you're at a level you're not seeing what's happening at street level, and I understand it. But listen,
I do.
The programs are
How do
meant
we
to be
how
good.
do you how
They're
do we
just
catch
being
fraud?
abused
How do we catch fraud?
by putting manpower on the street to catch it. We don't have enough money to do that.
That's not how we catch fraud. We
Manpower
catch fraud
on the
every day. We
street?
catch fraud all the time.
Are you going to go door to door to all the people receiving SNAP and
Yeah,
ask
it's your
them
question.
if they're buying
How
hot
do you- how do
pockets
you
at the
get-
bodega?
No, but
Oh.
listen, if somebody's getting money for free, there's got to be some
It's not
kind
for
of
free.
regulation,
If they're
some kind of
working,
watchdog.
no, it's
There
not
is.
for
Wait, hold on,
free.
hold on,
If
hold
they're
on.
working, they pay taxes, they pay towards it. Do you know, I just want to ask real quick, Crow, and then you can go. Do you know how much you pay a year in taxes towards SNAP? Not Crow's not going to answer that. I'm asking you, Frank. Do you know how much you pay a year
Oh,
for SNAP?
out of my pay.
Out of your taxes.
I don't know how it. All I know is in New York State, I'm close to 50 cents, and every dollar I earn gets taxed one way or another.
You're paying
Either with fuel
$36.
tax, sales tax.
Frank, $36 a year out of
Yep.
your taxes goes to SNAP. Go ahead, Crow.
Sure. So let me actually explain how we catch fraud. We don't just like give somebody a SNAP card and then send them on their way and never look at them again. We do a few things. One is called semi-annual reviews, which is when they have to submit all their paperwork every 6 months, and I have to verify all of that. I don't take anybody's word for shit. I actually need proof of every damn thing. In the event something looks questionable, then one of two things happens. I call them, we clear it up, we figure it out one way or another. Like, let's say you're a woman with a child and you had a boyfriend and he was there and then suddenly he's not. I now need him to actually produce evidence that he's no longer in that household. On top of that, ongoing throughout the year, we have this thing called the exchange system, which is a complete national system, 13 different categories from jobs you've had. You get a paycheck, I find out about it. You'll get a scratch-off lottery ticket over $500, I find out about it. You buy a car, I find out about it. You put a toe out of line, I find out about it. And I have to actually go through those every day and clear up whatever issue occurs. This is how we catch fraud. Oh, and if anything smells funny and you're not cooperative, I'm just going to call the Office of Inspector General to do an entire investigation on you.
Well, yes, that's what I'm saying. The Inspector General. That's the stuff I'm talking about.
Right.
But
it's being
so
done.
I don't think you guys realize, and I'll end on this because, again, this is I see it. It's hard to say I see it and you guys believe it. So
I don't care what I don't care about anecdotes. Like, you can listen from the comment section. On one hand, we have you saying, I see
Sparky.
this. And I cannot emphasize this enough. Chad has heard me say this before in countless other spaces. It's fucking weird to me that every time I have this conversation, your side always knows criminals. Always.
Did you turn them in?
Every single time I'm told, oh, I know my neighbor, my cousin, my sister, my boyfriend, whatever. You're like, I know these people breaking the law.
Hi,
and I'm
Rainey.
like, and you just let that happen? That's fucking weird. Like, if I was raised with the concept of you are the company you keep, and you all know a lot of motherfucking criminals every time I have this conversation.
That you never turn in with your Law and Order ass selves. W Sparky for the Swan. That is one way through capitalism that you can get rid of people you no longer want to listen to.
Somebody asked why that you should believe me. You don't have to. There are Office of Inspector General reports on this topic. Yeah. There are Government Accountability Office reports on this topic. You can pull up policy manuals from USDA on this topic. Don't believe me. Look at the reports.
W Mike for the 5 on the Blue app. Don't forget to ask MAGA who the president of Puerto Rico is. Have a great day and keep doing what you're doing. That's one of my favorites, Mike. I love asking them who the president of Puerto Rico is. A lot of them are like, I don't know. My God. It's really, you guys always see it. I see it at the bodega. You see what at the bodega? The example you gave me, Frank,
example was a dude buying a Hot Pocket. The fuck?
He used his SNAP money to buy a Hot Pocket. Oh no. Dear me. How dare he? But since I don't have any more people in the box, I will open the phone lines back up. So Crow, I will drop you down. Thank you so much for giving us your time. Those damn bodegas. I never let you answer. I didn't let you finish because what you were going to end on was an anecdote of what you see, Frank, and Sparky also paid. He used the capitalism to do the things. So, again, we have conversations based off of factual evidence and not your fifis, not what you think you saw. One guy buying a Hot Pocket with his SNAP card. Which, how did you know? Did you fucking follow him to the fridge to get the Hot Pocket, followed him to the counter to watch him use his SNAP card? Hot Pocket. Diarrhea Pocket. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing well today. How are you?
I'm not bad. I'm kind of listening to you, and I hear that you're not really letting people finish what they're saying. Like,
oh, like that? Did it sound a little something like that? Let's try again. All right, let's start over. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
well, it's funny that you hung up when I just got done saying you wouldn't let people finish.
That was the whole point. That was the point. Thank you, Nan. When you are ready to have a conversation and stop bitching and crying. Are you done crying now? Can we have a conversation based on
No,
evidence?
I'm just trying to have a civil conversation, but we know the
Cool,
left
then stop
can't do
crying.
That.
Then stop crying.
I haven't cried at all,
Cool.
actually.
Did you
That's
vote
so
for
funny
Trump?
You make all these assumptions.
Sparky. Thank you so
You make
much.
a lot
Mona
of
Lisa.
assumptions.
Cool. You're done. Bye. You're done today. Sparky said, nah. W Sparky. God. Crybabies. Thank you so much. Mama Lisa and Martha. I saw Shauna in there too. I'm trying to do my gift gallery. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Yes, hello.
I'd like to try to continue the snap conversation a little bit.
Cool. Can I get your age and state?
I'm 30 and I'm from West Virginia.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
All right. I appreciate that. All right. So you want to continue the snap conversation?
Yes.
What about it?
Now, the only question I have before I can make my statements is, what state is your friend administering in with the
Pennsylvania.
SNAP program? Pennsylvania. Okay, so your previous statement was 5% of fraud, and most of it was because of mispayment or misreceiving, correct?
So they're giving out wrong payments, like too much or too little.
Okay. Now, when he is in Pennsylvania talking about how hard he's working, what I want people to know is that in every state, the efforts aren't as great. In the state that I live in, a lot of people tend to get away with fraud a bit more because there's not enough
And
people
yet
doing the kind of effort.
nationally, the amount is still 5%. So you're saying that there's just stuff we're not seeing. It's just, I call these invisible boogeyman numbers.
I'm not saying that there's anything we can't see, like, because it's there. It's just not statistically reported because there's not enough people looking in other places. Like smaller states like West Virginia, I understand we're not going to make up much of the percentage. In New York and Chicago, where there's the mass population, that's where most of the percentage is going to come from. California, the biggest population, that's where most of the percentage is going to come from. But in the smaller cities, the per capita of fraud that is reported and that is getting swept under the rug by people who don't want to report each other is massive compared to the per capita of the bigger cities because of the number of people that get
That's
snapped
not
in
what
these
per
smaller
capita
states. and
means.
these
No,
poor-
no.
Okay, then I do apologize for using the wrong words. I'm not the most
Right.
literate.
Which is fine.
And-
I'm just saying per capita, the reason we use per capita would mean usually per 100,000 regardless of the state, right? Because if we took any poll based off of population, it would always be California. The most people who woke up this morning in the US were in California. The most people who ate breakfast were in California. Like, so we would do per capita so that we can compare evenly what we're seeing.
And I'm not exactly sure how the other states work, but here in the smaller state that I live in, the number of people they have working the vast number of SNAP cases is not enough. So people tend to get away with fraud more in a state of my stature
How do you
than
prove
somewhere
that?
else. I can't prove it with numbers. I can only prove it with what you guys say are anecdotal stuff.
Right.
But so that can't be part of the conversation here because you don't accept anecdotal.
Correct.
But when
Because I
it
could
comes
just
to-
say
when
I
it
have a
comes to
friend
small-
who says you're lying and also lives in the state you live in. But you couldn't disprove me on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, when it comes to smaller states, can we agree that the effort cannot be the same
No,
in most states?
not necessarily.
Okay. Not
Smaller,
necessarily.
and by smaller, what do you mean?
Now, okay, so smaller. Let's say, for instance, California itself, its bigger city, or even one of its smaller cities, their population dwarfs even the capital city of West Virginia.
Sure.
Capital
so by
city of West Virginia
population
is
size.
30,000 people. Yeah, population. Now, for those 30,000 people, over last time I checked, it was 12,000 of them are on SNAP.
Okay.
Just in the city of Charleston.
Yeah, I'm not shocked by that.
DHA
More people in red states get welfare than people in blue states, quote unquote blue states.
Okay, but my point, the point I'm trying to make is that our DHHR in our state that handles our entire county, which includes the city of Charleston, West Virginia, only has an employee base of 36 people to handle I can't remember the exact numbers for Kanawha County, but then we'll go back to the number for Charleston.
Yeah, you should probably vote for more funding for more legislators in your state. What I will point out,
we've tried.
Well, Republicans. What I will point out is that federal, like SNAP is federal, meaning SNAP holds
Yes.
the entire bucket, and what they do is go, here you go, this is what you said you needed, there you go, here
Yeah.
you go, and then the state just administers it. The tracking on the fraud is federal, is national. So, and actually, I will say what we've seen more often is we would probably find more instances of lack of tracking in bigger cities because it is such a bigger population. But again, this is all stuff that you can't prove to me, because what you're saying is that the 5% might be more based off of invisible numbers that we don't have existence of.
And these visible numbers would take massive amounts of footwork to get. But we need to keep in mind that there still may be the chances of that number being bigger cannot be zero. Cannot be zero.
It could be. Because
Well,
because you're making it up. We don't know. But my issue with people who try to point out fraud in SNAP is the numbers. So if you're trying to come out with invisible boogeyman numbers, that's silly to me to fight for in a department that is so heavily regulated already versus something like the DOD that just failed its 8th audit. But nobody questions that.
The Department of Defense fails their audits all the time, but the government keeps funding them.
Right. Maybe you should focus on that instead of talking about SNAP, and not you particularly, but the person who was talking about
reason I'm
SNAP
talking
wanting
about
to cut
SNAP
it.
is because
He
SNAP
wants to
affects
cut
the-
SNAP. That's what Frank wanted to do.
Well, okay, good. I believe we should cut SNAP.
Why?
Due to the number of people that don't need it, that get it.
How can you determine they don't need it?
When you work at a place and you see people that come in fancy dressed, they have hundreds of dollars of money and they're like thousands of dollars of
Again,
money in their
anecdotal
wallet.
evidence that doesn't mean shit. Anecdotal evidence that could be a lie. Am I wearing fancy shit?
No, I'm
Am I?
talking
Do I
about
have
stuff
hundreds?
I
No.
I'm talking
I don't
about
care
stuff I
about what you've
personally
seen.
witnessed.
I don't care about what you've seen. This will be a new anecdote for you. Add it to your list of anecdotes that you repeat to people about Snap. Am I wearing hundreds of dollars of jewelry?
You not no, but you
Oh,
can't
okay.
base
Well, I'm
everybody off of
receiving
you.
Snap. I am receiving Snap. Over 60% of people who work, over 60% of adults who receive Snap work. Full-time and part-time jobs.
Yeah.
So it's their money.
Yeah.
It belongs to them. So why is it your business?
Because I have family members who are destitute and they cannot receive SNAP.
Why?
Because our state's regulations are so stringent.
What's the poverty
and they
level? What's the poverty level listed for your state?
Actually, I'll have to look that up real quick.
You're in what state again?
West Virginia.
I'm not shocked by that. You're in a Republican state where they don't want to give you benefits. That's the problem, is what they want to do with the big, beautiful bill. What they want to do with the big, beautiful
benefits, but then there's people in my state that get.
You don't know their life. Like my friend Crow, who works in this, points out, just because you lost your job last week didn't mean you lose your clothes. I do not understand this expectation that everyone in society has of quote-unquote poor people, that they need to appear poor. They need to appear destitute in order for you to believe that they fucking deserve food, that they fucking deserve health care. It is sick. While you go and
And a
fucking
person
bootlick,
who's
while
poor
you
isn't gonna have
bootlick,
thousands of
while
dollars
you
in their wallet.
while you bootlick for Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos to receive all the government contracts that you want. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I don't understand why you guys think that people who receive welfare need to look a certain way, act a certain way, buy certain things. It's not your fucking business what I purchase to feed me and my family. Nobody else does that. I don't come to you and your check that you worked for and say, don't buy Budweiser this month, Bubba. It's weird. It's sick. Focus on the problems. The DOD has failed their 8th motherfucking audit in a row. But Donald Trump wants to raise that another $500 million to keep funding the military. We don't know. There is money missing from the DOD. But you guys want to cut benefits to the American people and then tell me that this bitch is America first. Fuck off. Let me check my things real quick. Mike W for the 5 on the blue app. Oh no, that wasn't that one. I needed to be somewhere else. Hold on, I saw somewhere else. There it was. Sorry, I read Mike's already. W Lisa for the 20 on the green app. For hanging up on them is just perfect. I was dying. Well, if they're going to complain about me not letting them finish, they're not going to get to finish, and that's just the way it is. W Lisa for the 20. Thank you so much. Guys, that means we are down to 46. Look at that goal. We're almost there with about 30 minutes left, and we are getting really, really close to hitting 100,000 likes. Guys, keep doing the things. I appreciate you. Hi, Ari.
Hi. You want to know how to stop the
Yes, please.
Okay. Go. You have it open?
Yeah.
Go to settings.
Okay.
Click on calls.
Okay.
Then scroll to where it says custom call forwarding and click create a rule.
Ooh, create a rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then check the one that says anonymous callers.
Ooh.
And then you can send them straight to voicemail.
Nice.
And then that'll stop them from ringing in anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Amy.
Send to voicemail. Yeah. No, thank you, because I cannot.
Yeah, I personally don't care about doing that, but I get it.
Well, like, I was answering unknowns for a while, and most of the time it was fine, but if they're going to start doing that bullshit, then they're going to do it with their full number.
Oh, what they were doing to me?
Yeah,
Or-
the shit that
yeah.
they do to you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It has slowed down, surprisingly.
Hello, Crow.
Real fast.
You-
I want
oh my God.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
Ari. I didn't
No,
realize
no,
you were
no.
in the middle of speaking. I couldn't hear because I was coming up.
No, it wasn't you. No, go ahead.
So the funny part about him yelling about Charleston is, so there's this thing called the MARO. It's the Mid-Atlantic Regional Office, because the United States is like cut into pieces, and each one is overseen by a regional office when it comes to SNAP. One of the Mid-Atlantic's regional offices is literally located in Charleston. Would you like to know what the job of the regional offices is?
Yes, please.
It's to study and track fraud in the region they're located in.
Oh, no.
Typically, they're located. The satellite offices are located in major cities because where there's more people, there's a higher chance for something to happen. So we put our satellite offices in big cities so that the boots on the ground people whose job it is to like run this shit down are where the people are.
Say it isn't so.
So oddly enough, for him to go, well, what about Charleston? You actually have an office in
In
your
there.
city dedicated specifically to tracking fraud in Charleston.
Yeah, with his stupid fucking healthcare plan. Yikes on bikes.
Do we have one released or something?
No, I think you're
Like an
just talking
actual
about
plan?
it. We're calling it the Great Healthcare Plan. The government is going to pay the money directly to you. It goes to you, and then you take the money and buy your own healthcare. Nobody's ever heard of that before, except we have. It's called paying for health insurance. You dumb motherfucker.
It's also called the ACA. It literally already exists.
Also, there's no shot that his family's actually destitute and can't get SNAP in West Virginia, because when he said that, I looked. So, little PSA. Everybody that's my friends has heard me say this before. The federal government sets the minimum standard, and states can expand beyond it. The minimum standard for SNAP set by the federal government is 130%. There's only 2 states that maintain 130%. That's Texas and Florida. I actually looked into West Virginia when he said that. They're up to 200%. So an individual can make up to $1,400 a month and still get SNAP in West Virginia. So if his family is not eligible, they're making more than that. And we can talk about, like, is that a lot of money? Because it's fucking not. It
Right,
should be
it's
fucking
not.
not.
It's not
Absolutely.
enough. Yeah.
That's a whole different conversation.
Correct.
Like,
But to use the term destitute, which means that you are without the basic necessities for life.
yeah, because like I run into that a lot. Like a grandma that's on Social Security, that all of her Social Security goes to rent, but she's not SNAP eligible because Social Security is like $13.50 or whatever.
Right.
See it all the time. Like
Yeah.
that's a whole other conversation about how SNAP income limit should be indexed to something like COLA or CPI.
Right.
But that's a different conversation.
and you would probably need to vote for progressives to get that done. On that note, we'll open the phone lines back up.
And it's also like just the concept of people being like, they're walking in with nice clothes or nice shoes. Like, you can be on and qualify for SNAP benefits and then splurge on yourself occasionally. Like, is that illegal now?
How dare they have cell phones, Audie?
Oh shit.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
I'm 40, from Idaho. I voted for Trump.
Okay, why are you still supporting Trump?
Well, because I hate niggers and Jews.
Good for you. At least you did it with your full number.
Guys, I like looking up area codes if I don't
I was
already
just
know
gonna
it.
do
I have a lot of area codes. I've already proven that, like...
You are
I typed
in
out a bunch
Illinois.
One of my
I typed
favorite
out a bunch
things to see.
the other day, and she was like, I only know like 3 area codes. I'm like, yeah, I know a bunch. Sorry, Crow.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who did you vote for? Are you there? Okay.
One of my favorite things that I see on y'all that have the phone numbers is when somebody calls and is like really passionate about the area code. Like it's always funny as shit to me. We're like, oh, you're from this place? Blah, 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 blah. You're like, it's just a Google number.
It's
guy.
just a Google number, dude. I did choose the city I was born in, but it's just a Google number.
I do love that. They're like, you're from Colorado. It makes sense. I'm like, am I really?
Am I? I actually am. I'm from Colorado.
When y'all learn about VoIP phones, it's gonna blow your mind.
I still plan on, like, I still want to go through and, like, change the number and make it, like, the reddest place ever. And then just see how they react. Like, you're over here. How can you be there? I love the text messages I get that try to locate where I'm at. And my number, at least, goes to, like, a blank fucking road with nothing there. And it's hilarious that they've done the efforts of trying to find it. And,
It's
like,
also
trying to
weird. Like,
narrow me
log
down. It's
off. Log off of the internet. If you're that pressed, just back away from the internet. Go watch NASCAR
Why would you
or
log off the
something.
internet?
In the immortal words of Michael Jordan, stop, get help.
Right. I don't care about y'all that much. That's to like look you up. That's fucking weird. Are you okay?
Who wants to pay the 10 animal tax?
To Audie, you have to pay it to Audie to get the summer. Are you gonna call it? You're gonna actually like talk this time, or? Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who'd you vote for?
32 Massachusetts, Kamala. I was just trying to support you on the Red app, and I can't find a way to send like super chats or anything.
Oh, I'm not quite there yet. I think I have to hit a certain amount of following and a certain amount of viewership. So I do have links in my bio, like the Blue, the Venmo, and the Cash App, but I don't have super chats quite yet. But we're working on it.
All right. Thank you very much for everything that you do.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I'm about ready to go see where you're at.
Let's see.
Ah!
New ACLU class action lawsuit in Minnesota seeks to bar ICE from stopping Latino and Somali residents without probable cause, per the court listener.
Well, and like that's always my favorite thing. Like, so I'm honestly insulted when they make like the comments about like migrants and SNAP, because I'm like, do you think I just like listen when people tell me things? Like, are you saying like you think like somebody can walk in and be like, I have no money and also I'm definitely a citizen, and I'm just gonna go, all right, good enough for me.
Like, jeez. Yeah, they really think that you can just like call. I promise you, these motherfuckers, because my husband changes jobs a lot, unfortunately. And although we are good about updating that, they will call you all the time. They're like, well, it looks like you've moved employment. And you're like, fuck yeah, sorry, I meant to call you yesterday. They're like, well, let's get those documents. You're all, okay.
I actually have to go through. We get this thing every month. Every person that does my job everywhere in the country gets this. They're called Exchange 9 alerts. They're annoying as fuck because they pop up for the dumbest reasons. What that is that's called the out of state usage alert. So let's say, Monty, you go and visit Ari and you take your Snap card and you're like, you know what? Well, I'm here. I need to eat food, so I'm going to buy food.
Right.
Because you use your Snap card there, you now get to appear on that report. And now I have to run you down and be like, are you still here or nah?
I don't know
Oh
how
my
many times
God.
I've said that. So for December, we got like a big increase because when he had lost his job and stuff, in the in between and what he was working, he wasn't making as much. We got a big increase in our Snap, and when it came in, I told him, I was like, don't touch it. I said, call them and make sure that's the right amount because I don't want to fucking use it and have them get it back from us because we fucked up or they fucked up. So we called them and it was the right amount, but I just wanted to make sure.
Well, and this is like the big PSA that I think people on every side needs to understand. I say this all the time. As a government employee, don't lie to us. And I'm going to say this because like the government isn't always fast about catching you, but we do catch you. Eventually, and the longer
Nuh-uh.
it takes, the more you will get fucked up by us. Like the lightest, the smallest version is what's called a clawback, where your future SNAP benefits get reduced until you've paid us back. The largest one is we'll just throw you in fucking jail for willful fraud. So like, don't ever lie to us. We'll figure it out eventually.
Lincoln on the Tubes chat said, "Isn't the husband supposed to be at work? Who are you talking to? My husband is at work."
Huh?
Who are you talking to?
They must think Crow. That's odd.
Crow's not. Crow is
Life
married.
it's my wife's birthday today, though.
Oh, yay! Happy birthday, Verandia. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who'd you vote for?
I voted for Donald Trump, and I'm 26.
You're a fetus.
Yeah, no, you're not. No, you didn't. Why do you all want to pretend like you did? That's what's weird to me. I don't understand it.
I'm
I actually understand
26 and I voted for Trump.
Y'all, I went down a rabbit hole last night into like my old psych books, and I now understand MAGA, and I'm very scared that I understand MAGA now.
I don't like it.
I'll tell you after this call.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Yeah, I am 29. I am in Michigan, and I voted for Trump.
All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
I like what he's doing with kind of the ICE raids in the Senate with the Somalian fraud and everything in that regard.
What do you know about the Somali fraud?
I know that the Somalis, you know, when they come here, they're sent over by Jewish kike nigger fucking faggot.
Yeah, I saw that coming. There's a reason I just sat here and went, mm-hmm.
No, that's, it's always the thing. God damn it.
So what I want all of you that are nerds and like to read shit to look up is a term called identity-based cognition and identity protective cognition, and suddenly MAGA will make sense. It is when the brain shifts to prioritizing the identity being in the group over anything else. It's why when we'll run into people where we can show them the law and they'll still just deny the law is a real thing. We'll show them like actual footage or something and they'll deny it's a real thing. You can actually quote Donald Trump at them and they'll deny it's a real fucking thing. It's because of this thing called identity-based cognition and identity protective cognition, because at a certain point when they're fully like ingrained in it, the identity becomes more important than anything else. You actually see this in a lot of male social groups. Like when a dude doesn't check his friends because being friends with that dude is more important than the harm the dude is doing. That's the same thing. It's just scaled up for MAGA.
Fucking sunk cost fallacy. Guys, 5,000 likes away from 100,000 likes. Keep going. I appreciate you. We got like 20 minutes left. Phone lines are back up, guys.
There you go. So, Rackster over in the Tubes, now's your turn to call.
Why were you trying?
Yeah, he said, why? All I get is this Google subscriber is not available when I call in.
Had
It's
it
like, you
off
gotta
for
wait
a second so that Crow could tell me what he wanted to tell me.
D&D has to be turned off, my guys. There is a reason for that. I literally, at least for me, I have people that call in at like, when I open it up the next day, 2 a.m. Why are you calling me at 2 a.m.?
No.
The bleep.
Like, you guys can call now. It's open now. I just had it off so that I turn it off. I try to turn it off when I have a call on too. That way you guys aren't beeping in the background because it's really annoying.
Oh gosh.
But
It is such an annoying number.
like I
and
know
you
y'all
can't
heard
even
me
turn it
pick
off.
up. Like why?
I think the worst part is you can't turn off the ringing. You
Yeah,
can
for
like
the
move it to
holding.
another. You can move it to another source, but that would be it. But then you wouldn't be able to hear it.
Right.
Let's see.
Aaron says Trump is doing his best. His best to what?
Oh, Eclipse, you're fine. I actually wasn't looking at my phone. I'm trying to trying to do things. And guys, $10 to Mermaid RE0 if you want to see either a kitty or a dog or all of the above.
Okay, that's kind of
There is an animal tax, which actually was funny. I was looking back at your VODs, and one of the thumbnails is Summer.
Because it just automatically like picks some
It
random moment.
pulls a random spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. I love this. I hope it grows back, guys. I hope it grows back.
Summer, I don't want your giant toy.
I doubt she make more than her standard deduction. Just so you know, age of whatever the fuck. This will be the first year in 7 years, 8 years that I will have to file taxes because I have been the Republican wet dream of a stay-at-home mother throughout that time. So I didn't have to file taxes.
Oh no, how dare you?
I know.
You don't work. You stay at home. That's so odd.
Purple mustaches,
Yeah,
did
who
you get
would
sent
go
on your own
vote?
as an RJ raid or did you just come in?
I feel like RJ ended like a while ago, but I don't really know either. So there is that. I've been here. Normally I would like know.
Then get a damn job. See, there it is.
Or stay at home. Being a stay-at-home mom is a job.
It is. I'm just not recognized by the capitalistic government for it. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who'd you vote for?
I voted for Trump, and my name is Troy.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 27. I would say I'm still new to the politics thing.
Sure, what state did you vote
When
in?
did they graduate high school?
I voted in Ohio, a swing state.
All right, why are you still supporting Trump?
Well, I would say like we can all agree on immigration. That's one of the things.
We
I think
cannot
he's doing a
all
better-
agree on that. What title is our immigration law under?
I don't have them memorized off the top of my head.
Not them memorized. What title is all of our immigration law under?
I said I don't have them memorized, like understand them off the top
So then
of my
how
head.
can you have an opinion on something you haven't read about?
Well, my sister works in that area, and she's told me what's going on.
What does your sister
She
do?
works down there. My sister works in Border Patrol.
She's a CBP officer?
Yes.
And what did she tell you about it?
She has said that it's gotten out of hand. There are people coming over and doing that. Like there have been raids, and they've done the catch and release thing. But that's just one. I was
Yeah, Donald Trump does that too because you have to.
And I was just saying, that's one of the things. Like I could say, Trump is a hypocrite in some areas, but what he's saying in Greenland needs to be done.
Why?
Like
Elbo's
he
gonna
said,
sue.
it's for national security because we need to have control of the Arctic Circle.
Why?
It's the next frontier, and that's where the trading routes are going through, the new trading routes.
Thank you, K-Mark. So colonization, invasion, imperialism.
Not necessarily colonization, more of just it's the next frontier of trading routes. Not really colonization because
It is because it doesn't belong to us.
Well, land doesn't really belong to like anybody. empires rise and fall. It's just the way
Oh,
society works.
you're right. Let's give it back.
Spirit
Let's
and
give it back
indigenous.
to the indigenous people then.
Well, I mean, if they wanted it, they should have fought harder in a war.
Oh my god.
The way I turned in my chair from my fucking work when he said that shit, I was like,
So
what?
then how are we gonna get Greenland? They should have fought harder in the war to keep it, Crow. But we need it. It's not colonization to go get Greenland. What?
I get to do the PSA that's going to make one person in chat right now upset that I'm going to do this PSA. This is your reminder. I want you all to do me a favor. If you all want to know how y'all won this fucking war against my people, look into Lord Jeffrey Amherst, who very specifically requisitioned smallpox blankets to distribute amongst his troops. It is the second act of biological warfare in all of human history. The first one being when they launched plague-ridden corpses in Italy. Y'all won because of biological warfare.
Is it spelled
Yeah,
Jeffrey
literally,
the
we just
correct
made
way
them
or
sick to
Jeffrey the
death.
stupid way?
What's the stupid way?
Crow, which way is it spelled? The stupid way or the correct way of Jeffrey?
Fuck. Now I gotta look.
The stupid way is Geoff.
Oh, the normal way.
Okay.
Oh.
Spelled the right way.
Like Amherst University.
Okay.
Because Amherst University is literally named after Jeffrey Amherst.
Ew. That's gross. Martina, thank you for that. I'm not streaming much content right now because I've got doing the phone calls, but thank you. I always love your information. We love Martina. Now y'all spelling Jeffrey in the chat. I cannot.
He was the commander-in-chief in the forces of the British Army during the colonial period and the settling period. But there are actually letters you can find of him sending back to the English quartermaster requesting pox blankets.
Gross. Ew. All right, phone lines are back open. I'm here for like 15 more minutes. Then I'm going to have lunch. I don't know what I'm having yet, but
Food is overrated.
I'm so like I saw a TikTok last night about it, about like coming up with food, coming up with dinner and eating, and then somebody was like, "I'm so tired of eating," and it's like, you know what?
Oh,
Yeah, like I like eating,
No.
but like I'm so tired of coming up with meals.
you know what? I want to somehow like if we could do Wonderland, not Wonderland, sorry. Gosh, with Peter Pan? What's the island?
Neverland?
Neverland. Thank
I
you.
don't know
If
what-
we could do Neverland, but with Neverland, the food actually provides sustenance, then I'm down for it.
That would be nice.
Yeah. I want to just use my imagination. It pops up and provides me sustenance.
Did want to read. What is this? Oh,
I would like to shout out Sparky for the $10 and I quote, for the blankets.
W. Reparations.
Oh, great. Ari.
that
Sparky
makes
and I have
sense.
had
You're
a
good.
long-running
Sparky,
joke where he pays me for reparations every time I mention the blankets.
Gotcha.
All right, so this is according to Cook Political. House rating changes. 18 races move in Dems directions, including 4 key races from Lean R to toss-up. There's a full analysis. I'll look at that later, but we've got like...
Hey, Rackster, where's your phone in?
There's a good one. We have Jeff
You haven't
Crank.
called.
In Colorado District 5, Jeff Crank, a Republican. The old rating was solidly Republican. The new rating is likely Republican. As Manny talks about very, very much, even if it says likely Republican, there are elections happening now that people are not voting in. Thousands of registered voters, and people are not showing up. And these races are being won by literally a handful of votes, like 20 to 30 votes. So we need to make sure for every single fucking race this year that you have that is local. I don't give a fuck if it's your energy board. I need you to vote. Check your voter registration because they are also purging voter rolls. Make sure that you are registered to vote, that you are paying attention to your candidates. Oh my God, Peter. Thank you so much. Make sure you are registered to vote. Where can you look that up? Look what up? Your voter registration? I know there's
In
other...
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
It's in Pennsylvania specifically. It's vote.pa.gov. In other states, they have their own site.
What I usually advocate for is there's Vote Save America. Vote Save America usually has a pretty easy like clip in to find if you are registered in your state. Whether if you hate the guy or love him, he's producing. Producing what? Disobey. What is he producing? You had yours on your rep on a TikTok live? That's great. My representative has not held a town hall at all. The only thing he did hold was a tele-town hall last year where he had pre-approved questions on specific topics that were softball questions to him.
Oh, we got the same thing with Mackenzie here in my area.
Yeah, real fun. So he gets a lot of emails and messages from me, and he just writes his stupid pre-approved fucking statements back, but I'm still going to bug the fuck out of him. Fuck you, Gabe Evans. Vote for Manny Rootnell in Colorado District 8 this midterm season. All right, so Levitt was talking about the great healthcare plan. She said, the great healthcare The great healthcare plan will stop sending big insurance companies billions in extra taxpayer-funded subsidy payments and instead send that money directly to eligible Americans to allow them to buy health insurance. All you did was create a middleman. And you're not going to be sending the exact amount needed that were being paid by those subsidies. You're going to be saying less or sending less. So people just aren't going to be able to afford health care. You guys are fucking stupid. You fell for a con. He's a fucking idiot.
And also, like, the, a one-time payment doesn't cover copays, deductibles, anything like that. And it's highly unlikely to even cover the premium, like, because what they were proposing a $2,000 one-time payment when most people pay on average $340 a month just to get coverage through the ACAs right now without subsidies, right? So if you do 340 times 12, wow, that's $4,000.
Are you mad that he found mad fraud? He didn't find fraud. And he doesn't want to stop that either, Disobey. Why did he pardon Juan Orlando Hernandez, who had over 800 tons of the sea rug, and said specifically he wants to stick it up the nose of the gringos? But he pardoned him.
Shit, we want to talk about pardoning fraud. What about George Santos?
George Santos. You have the Chrisleys. The Chrisleys got pardoned for fraud.
Donald Trump changed his mind on going after the Fed Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, but also said at the same time that Republicans in Congress need to be loyal to him.
Right. Well, and I did, speaking of fraud, I did see something that, so if anybody is not aware, there was a mass fraud that happened in Mississippi. It was the TAMF funds, which I never remember. I read it earlier, what it is. Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, that's TANF. Money, that is, again, also federal money. And what was happening is it was being embezzled. This includes Brett Favre, who was never charged for any wrongdoing. Supposedly he didn't know that you can't take that money. Whatever. Big, giant court case. They were found liable. It was almost like $77 billion in funds that Mississippi was going to have to pay back to the federal government. And in March of 2025, Mississippi wrote to the administration, the Trump administration, and said, hey, we have new documentation that would prove that some of this was not improper spending or fraud. Can we send that to you? And they said, sure. So they shelved the penalty, saying you don't have to pay this penalty right now, and we will do a new penalty for you. That never happened. They've not executed a new penalty for them. I might have gotten the number wrong, Kansas. Let me bring up my document thing. I gotta get the paywall remover off, though.
This is such an interesting comment on the tubes. ACA non-discrimination requirements drove up premiums for anyone that isn't a GAY man.
The fuck?
Bro, what?
They just say things.
How would they know my sexual orientation? That's what I want to know. How would they know someone's sexual orientation?
I apologize. Not 77 billion. Where was I getting that fucked up number? I'm listening to Trump too much. I apologize. $100 million penalty against Mississippi for allowing fraudsters to embezzle funds from the Federal Temporary Assistance for Needy Families program. The penalty reflected the estimated size of the fraud. But the Trump administration reversed the decision in April after the Mississippi Department of Human Services said it uncovered records that could validate some of its allegedly improper spending, rescinding the penalty and telling the state it would, quote, issue a new penalty at the appropriate time. 8 months later, no new letter has been sent. So they don't care about fraud, and I don't want you to pretend that they do. Don't do that. My God. Well, it seems like the tubers, although they're big mad over there, they are not calling in with 4 minutes left. Guys, we hit that 100,000 likes, by the way. Sorry, I missed that right at the start. We're at 102,000 likes now. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for working them fingers. I clap for you.
Guys, I do so much. I don't know what I do, but I do a lot.
Too much.
Can I do this? Can I do this? I do a lot, guys. So fucking much. You guys don't even know. Can I make the changes to this? I gotta see.
That was a good one, Eli.
Edit.
Eli's posting
No, I can't.
Tubes comments in the cringe channel on my Discord. Those are always fun. Disobey, are you on all the time? I am on Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time to 12 Mountain Time. That is my schedule. So I will be back tomorrow. So on that note, actually, since it's 11:57, we will just turn the calls off. You guys are done today, which means you're going to leave me lots of messages because now you're going to decide, I was going to call. I swear I was going to call. Even though you had all that time to do so.
Nah, they never do.
No, I know. They don't mean it. They just cry about it. Which is about par for the course for them. Let's see. All right. Then on that note, oh my God, where'd my screen go? Okay, I found it. Jesus, I don't even know I don't know how I did that. All right.
Well, that was so weird. I just saw what happened.
Did you see it? I don't know how it does that sometimes. It'll just like, I'm like, well, you guys saw Wicked for a second. Oh well. Crow and Ari, I love you, my friends, so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
You too, thank you.
Are you going live later? Are you live today?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Oh yeah. Okay. So then I'll see you in the mod chat or in the Twitch chat later.
You got it. All right, bye.
All right, so everybody on TikTok, real quick, I'm gonna mute so that I can say bye to the Tubes and the Purple Witch, just because I don't need them to see my little end screen that pops up. So hold on 1 second, and then I'll say bye to you. TikTok will get the last goodbyes. So hold on. All right, YouTube and Twitch, I appreciate you. YouTube, I know you guys like to hate watch and you love to cry. I'm so sorry about that. But go ahead and come back tomorrow. Come hate watch again tomorrow. Maybe you'll have the courage, the testicular fortitude to come up and actually have a conversation tomorrow. But if not, we'll see. Make sure you're supporting